What's going on, guys? Papa Joke back again. We just finished our game against Texas State, picking up our second win of the season, and we are going to hop into this and do our recruiting and standings and everything else. You guys know how it goes, so let's not waste any time. Let's just go ahead and get into this. So let's go ahead and advance the week here, get into recruiting and everything, and hopefully we get a commit here. That would be super ideal. We do not yet, but Logan Gentry has reached his top 5 schools. I believe it was top 5. You go back to this. Yeah, top 5. We're still number 1 by quite a bit. Matthew Bigsby, a right end, has reached his top 3. We're number 3. We barely made the cut. We just squeaked in. And Amato comes in. We're in the cut there as well. We're going to need to make a good pitch to Amato because Ole Miss is kind of running away with that one. So let's go ahead and advance. Owen Sinclair gets Independence Defensive Player of the Week. He did have the pick 6, 3 tackles, tackle for loss, amongst some other things. As we move to 2 and 5, boys, 2 and 5. You love to see it. We're going to get into the top stories, the Heisman watch, everything else here. Let's go into recruiting first, however. Where are we at with Elgin? Oh, dude, it's got to be next week. It's got to be next week. After this game, he surely commits to us. Schlegel here. We have jumped to number 1, and he was decently fast. Let's finish scouting out some of these other running backs. Again, decent speed here. Change of directions a little low. What was... Oh, Schlegel's is really low. Huh. I mean, they could develop. You know, we'll give them a look. Let's take a look at Chris Cook. See where he's at. 87 speed. You know, that's just kind of where we're at. Ah, man, I don't know. None of these are super ideal, if we're being honest. But that's just kind of where we're at right now. Gentry. We're number 1, and we've been sending the house. We can also schedule a visit now. We're going to go ahead and schedule a visit during James Madison here. What does he care about? Oh, proximity to home. He'll do a little family visit with him. There we go. Gentry, come on through, buddy. Let's take a look what else we got. Glenn Gallimore did commit to South Carolina, so we're out on him. Let's take a look at Rochelle. Oh, we already did. 100% scouted, even though it says he's not. We are shooting up his list here. So we're going to go ahead and just do what we're doing. We made good ground on him, even though we're not doing anything crazy, no hard sell or anything. So we're happy there. Let's take a look at, we don't have any guards here. Amato, I think we're going to have to start sending the house. Oh, we're doing this. Like, this is already good. We did make good progress, but Ole Miss is just in it right now. Can we do both? Can you send the house and do? No, doesn't look like you can. Oh, Sway. Sway's not gonna... Hold on. If successful, this will add your chosen ideal pitch as the recruit's ideal pitch for your school only. Easier to sway when part of the proposed... I mean, can we do both? No. Okay. Whatever. And then, what do we got here? Pass block. Yeah, he's got good strength, but nothing else. He's kind of just a guy that's, that can just, like, develop behind for a year or two because he does have good strength and good lead block and stuff. So, I don't know. We're not going to do anything there. McClellan has locked us out, but Matthew Bigsby is interested, and we're interested as well. So, ooh, he's not that interested. So we might need to make another look there. Cole Parker continues to be very interested, as well as are we. Let's take a look at linebackers, corners, safeties. That's everybody. So we can take this time to go look at some prospects. We're not even going to go position specific right now. We're going to sort by most interested in us. And right now that's Elgin and Peace, 2 quarterbacks. I wish Peace was something else at this point, the way that it's going, because it's looking really good for Connor Elgin, and Peace is just going to be stuck behind him. which isn't ideal. We got Paul Camper, a middle linebacker. He's very interested in us. He's a pass coverage linebacker, 213. He's very undersized. We got a left guard here, Alex Bullock, who's interested in us. Let's go check him out real quick here. Bullock, what are you looking like, buddy? 76 strength. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, 71 pass block, though, but he's just, the strength is low. So we're going to go ahead and ignore Bullock for now. Jason Sneed is a wide receiver, deep threat, who's interested in us. We may as well take a peek at Sneed and see what he has to offer. Not very fast for a deep threat. We do not have a big class right now. It's obviously a problem. Stephen Henning, an outside linebacker, a pass rusher. He's interested in us. Let's go check him out. And that's going to be our hours for now. Man. Our class is not looking too big. It's looking a little rough there, but, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll get better at it as we go. Let's take a look at the top stories here. Florida State, number 7 beats number 21 Duke, 40-38 in overtime. Florida State goes up to 6. Duke drops down to 23. In the top 25 here, the top 5, Colorado at 5, Ohio State at 4, Virginia Tech at 3, Utah at 2, and Oregon takes over at number 1. Number 8, Colorado beat number 18, Arizona. Arizona drops to 20. Colorado moves up to 5. That was 31-25 in overtime. And Silas Bolden with a day. 12 receptions for 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. As Texas beat Georgia. Texas beating Georgia there. So where does Georgia go in this list? Georgia goes down to number 8 with their first loss. I believe they were number 1. And Texas up to 14 now. Let's take a look at the Heisman watch real quick. See what we got going on here. Jalen Milroe takes over as the favorite. Avery Johnson continues to be on the list, stays at number 2. Carson Beck in the list now at number 3. Trayshawn Holden, the wide receiver from Oregon, is in the list now at number 4. And Dylan Bell, Georgia's wide receiver, is at number 5. Let's take a peek at the conference standings real quick for just a quick rundown. In the ACC, Virginia Tech at 6-0. In the American here, Memphis at 6-1. Big 12, Colorado 7-0. Nebraska and Oregon in the Big 10, both 6-1. In Conference USA, Liberty still in first at 5-1. In the MAC here, Central Michigan at 5-2. The Mountain West, Hawaii at 5-2, leading the way. Pac-12, Washington State loses again. They're 3-3 now. And in the SEC, Georgia at 6-1. Alabama loses again. They're 6-2 behind them. And in the Sun Belt, the Ragin' Cajuns suffer their first loss of the year. They are 6-1 now, but still in first in the Sun Belt. Let's take a look at the stats now on the season for us. As Jacob Bennett is sitting at 1,600 yards, 60% completion percentage, 12 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. So the ratio's looking better. It was a lot rougher than this, and hopefully that continues to improve. Leo Harrington did break his collarbone. So Leo Harrington is going to be out a while. Let's take a look at his player card and see if it tells us right there. Out 7 weeks. So that's basically it for Leo Harrington. He's out for the year, unfortunately. That is a shame. That is a huge shame. He is a junior, though. Hopefully he sticks around with us next year. Huge loss there for Leo Harrington. So it's going to be Blake Walker's time to shine for Rainier View. We will miss Leo Harrington. Blake Walker is running for 6.7 yards a carry right now. Had a monster run in the last game. 17 carries, 114 yards. Hasn't found the end zone just yet. And Leo Harrington ends his year at 406 yards for 4.5 a carry and 3 touchdowns. Finn Carter, 13 for 105 and 2 touchdowns. Bennett, only 41 yards on the ground. Receiving-wise, Wesley Price maintains the lead in receptions and yards at 35 for 511, and he's been finding the end zone. 4 touchdowns over the last 2 games for him, and all 4 on the season. Finn Carter with 29 receptions for 393 yards and 5 touchdowns as well. Jonah Bennett, 21 receptions for 341 yards and a touchdown. Leo Harrington ends his year at 20 receptions for 199 yards and a touchdown. Cole Anderson at 7 for 168 and 2 touchdowns. Michael Lewis, 5 for 81. Let's take a look at the defense, as the leading tackler is Nolan Brooks, a cornerback, and that is not ideal. That is not ideal. Not what you want to see. Jasper Knight, number 2, with 44. Simon Wong leads the team in tackles for loss with 9. He also leads the team in sacks with 3. Levi Sullivan, Jackson Thompson each have a sack, and then Cole Parker and Gavin Reed split 1 as well. 2 interceptions for Jackson Thompson, 2 for Jasper Knight, 2 for Nolan Brooks, and Sinclair, Campbell, and Price each have 1 as well. And then taking a look at our kicker here, 54% completion on the field goals, 6 for 11. He is 20 for 20 on extra points, however. And so that is where we're going to leave that, as we're going to be facing Georgia Southern next week, here in week 9, actually. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. If you guys have any feedback or anything else, please leave it down below. I appreciate the kind words and even negative feedback if you have it. Feel free to leave it. I appreciate every single one of you guys for watching and sticking this out. I hope to keep these coming for a while. So, yeah, I really appreciate all the support so far, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, night, morning, evening, wherever it is that you are. Take care and stay safe. Much love to every single one of you.